global heavens today. We communicate, we analyze.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. For a long while now, the Biafra actualization and Biafra dream has been bettered and been nurtured. Right now, Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, but a lot is happening in Southeast that may not augur too well for the Southeasterners. Hence, the Igbo women have started speaking. They're asking silent but important questions begging for answers. Questions you and I should brainstorm and find out, according to them, are we all sure Nigerians, those supporting Biafra, will have a better life, better say, and a better future when Biafra is actualized? Is Biafra truly the dream of the Igbos? And if it is true, then what happens if this whole thing takes place? They narrated everything and they want Igbo generally to brainstorm and look ahead before leaping, before jumping and going to the wrong direction. They are neither Nigerian supporters or Biafran supporters, but they're only wearing, the thinking cap and having the think tank ability to go through all this. But before we go into the news proper, to find out what it is that these women are asking and brainstorming, that requires, a lot of attention, very detailed attention, I must say. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Straight to the point. Nobody is holding the Southeast governors accountable. No one group is protecting or protesting against these incessant killings and brutality by the Nigerian army. But we want our own country? They asked. Now there's a question and answer session. We're going to go through them very quickly. They asked, how would we hold leaders accountable in the new country called Biafra if we do not do that now? They explained. They said civil workers in Southeast are being abused regularly by state governors, and there isn't any single human rights group to demand for their better welfare. Pensioners are at the mercy of their individual state government. But we do expect more miracle in a new country? They're asking. Many young people and businesses leave the Southeast because of its declining social and environmental conditions to other ethnic states like Lagos, Abuja, or even Port Harcourt. But yet we always brag we are more industrial or business oriented than other tribes while our homes are a joke. At this stage, as Igbos, we have to tell ourselves the bitter truth. We are at the mercy of our individual hosts. Due to the fact that 75% of our source of income isn't invested in Igbo land, rather in other states. You may mock Yoruba leaders like Tinubu, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but at least these ones developed their regions to some extent and also have multiple investment in the region, unlike many Igbos who detest developing our lands, but rather fancy these cities whose leaders have put in years of work to lay foundations in their own cities. The question is, what's our problem in the East? They also asked. They answered. They said, do we cast a lot of blames on our neighbors? History, federal government, that we have failed to look inwards to actually see that we may have failed to build a structure in Igbo land where our welfare comes first, irrespective of what or who presides the affair of the country. The Constitution didn't deny you from holding criminals who call themselves Igbo politicians accountable. The Constitution didn't stop you from creating civil groups, NGOs, non-government organizations who would ensure that the welfare of ordinary Igbos come first. I take that again. The Constitution didn't stop you from creating civil groups, NGOs, who would ensure that the welfare of ordinary Igbos come first. The Constitution has fault, please. We have had senators, House of Reps since 1999, who only go to Abuja to collect their salaries, then wait for the next election. None have been able to actually raise concerns over the lack of federal projects, infrastructures, reopening of our seaports. Since we are mostly business oriented, then no Igbo citizens care to even wonder what these people go to Abuja for, while their interests as citizens are neglected. They ask the question, we allow these men and women to lead our state into darkness, as the mentality of an Igbo youth who haven't traveled anywhere is poor, while totally blaming Nigeria for virtually everything. He said the Igbos are blaming Nigeria for virtually everything, even the ones that we have failed as Igbos to enforce. So if we get Biafra, will the leaders automatically change and become angels who do right and build strong institutions? They asked again. So if we get Biafra, will the leaders automatically change and become angels who do right and build strong institutions? This is coming from concerned Igbo women. Now we have seen all along, I've been trying to point this out for a while, but people keep, castigating. It's allowed. I appreciate your criticism in as much as it's done constructively. We all have our opinions, but these are the pertinent points I have been saying for a long while. It's so wonderful that this concerned Igbo women have said to raise it. They keep, saying Igbos are marginalized, which is honestly, it is also very true that Igbos are marginalized. But even the ones that the Igbos can do for themselves, do they really think that the federal government will come and do it? Let's be truthful to ourselves. You can never, and I repeat this again, at least, I don't know about tomorrow, but for the now and in history, yesteryears, you can never compare Ariaria market with Tejosho, with Yaba, with Ladipo. You know why? Those places are presentable. Yes, even the Ladipo, the Ndibos, did a lot in there. They have a lot of their wares there. The Yaba, Indibos are there too. But it is presentable. You can move there. Rainy season, dry season, you can still move in there. You could walk and buy, make purchases. Ariana Market is a society. It's dirty, unkept, but their billions come out every other month. There's no week that transactions don't go there in Ariaria market. But it is so sad. Roads are terrible, dilapidated. Our youth are moving out of Southeast with the speed of light. And insecurity is increasing. And these women are asking pertinent questions. Nobody's saying it. Everybody's shouting, almost, hey Biafra. All we want is Biafra. There's nothing wrong with it, but she's asking, with the bad governance, change? Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on this? Please, no hit words. Let's brainstorm. Look at harsh realities facing us. And we can't be, hiding under propaganda, which will not go well, even if Biafra.